What's up? This is my post-devlog for my Game Jam game, The Trees Are Hollow, for the 2022 Shanty Jam. Let's go look at the main map here. So, before the Game Jam, I sort of had this idea floating around my head, just because it was spooky season. I was thinking of a scary game while I was working on Merciless, which is my sort of upcoming collaborative project that should be pretty sweet, selling it for money. I had this idea to where you're sort of stuck in an RV in like a forest, and you have to use sort of the lights, including your flashlight and vehicle light, to sort of defend yourself against ghosts that are coming up. And this was heavily inspired, I'd say, probably by Five Nights at Freddy's, because I'm a really huge fan of the way that game. You can't just run away from the monster or kill the monster, because to me that sort of eliminates some of the fear. And there's a lot of mechanically interesting things that are going on there, right? So let's go look at the player here. So your tools for defending yourself, which include sort of your flashlight and the vehicle lights, slowly drain away the power. And the power is sort of the limited resource that resembles your health. So while you're trying to defend yourself from the monsters, you're going to be trading security for the long-term taking down of your power, which I think is a pretty good trade-off. And then there's also another mechanic to where you can go inside the bathroom here, here on the map, to recharge that power. So you're taking a temporary heavy risk in order to regenerate sort of the resource that's going to keep you through the game. So there's a lot of risk-reward mechanics going on, trade-offs, which I especially like, and I think are really potent for horror, because I think it's kind of terrifying to, when you're having that moment of panic where you're flicking everything on, but knowing that you're sort of slowly killing yourself. And then with the light system, you're having this terrifying moment of sheer vulnerability and having that trade for late game gains. So let's sort of look at how I implemented this. I did it in a week, and fortunately or unfortunately, I didn't really run into any serious implementation problems. The biggest problem I've had was that so this is sort of code that when an enemy goes into this sort of area, it adds it to an array, which is sort of like a list, right? And then when the flashlight is on, it does raycast to each target in that list, which would be the ghosts, and it basically flicks on to tell the ghost that it's been noticed or it's now outside of the light range. And this is just copy pasted code elsewhere. It's just a game jam. I didn't need to sort of make it more reusable. And so when you're looking at you have to make sure that the target itself is not null. But what I didn't know is not only you had to make sure the cast wasn't empty, but it wasn't equal to null. So that sort of tricked me up for the longest time. But that was only the real implementation problem I had. Let's go look at the sort of monster. It's invisible. You can't really see it. Let's check out the sprite. Oh, what? Oh, I don't know why it's not showing up, but whatever. So yeah, this guy just goes straight at a position. One of the big differences was sort of that the position they'd go to was a little warped. It was a bit tilted this way, but what actually made the game a lot more difficult and feel better was changing more in the middle. Looking at sort of the design of here, one thing that I did was that you have to really scan these sides to get past these sort of blind spots, which I felt makes the game more tense. And you can flick on and off these lights, and the reason why they're in the front versus one in the front, one in the back is that you make the trade-off of controlling the lights over here while back here having the light, so it differentiates sort of the areas of the RB. And another sort of trade-off design feature is that as the player, you move slower when the flashlight's on, and so um, keeping that in mind really sort of helps you later in the night, in early game. And so, yeah, that's all the gameplay decisions and implementation stuff. Now we'll go on to the actually playing the game with my commentary. Okay, here's the let's play of The Trees Are Hollow. Okay, he's gone. Now you recharge. I'm making sure to flick on and off my flashlight due to the speed bonus from it. Okay. Flick the light. Whoa. Okay, I think we might actually get hit. Maybe. Which is not a great start. Where is this guy? Oh. Okay, that was really close. Damn. The enemy fade out was added later in development. I had it tested for a bit, and the one consistent sort of problem with this game is the feedback on some of the mechanics isn't great. Okay, get that guy. You can angle yourself to get stuck on the doors less. It's a good thing to learn. A little annoying, but yeah. Probably not great design in that aspect, but... Okay, good. Oh, another one spawned. Let's go find him. I made the, a lot of art and stuff is open game art. The ambient music was made by just slapping two tracks on top of each other, like a woods track and an ambient horror track. Okay. So early game, you're just trying to keep up your battery. That's the main thing you're gonna be trying to do. Late game, I'm probably gonna turn on one of the vehicle lights just so I have less to manage, because it gets kind of hectic when there's like 3 to 4 of them. I don't think I can recharge right now. Yeah, I gotta find that guy. Okay, I think those were close enough together to where I can recharge. At least for a little bit. Yeah, max power. That's pretty good. Okay, let's get this guy. Nice. I think the way it's angled is like an interesting asymmetry. Okay, scan. Okay, we got that guy. The trailer lights actually take up less power per second, but they have more. They're inherently just going to be on longer due to that you're just leaving them on. Like you can't really flick them on and off super easily, so... Okay, let's recharge. We're going to probably do it pretty safe. I'm going to try to beat this. It's pretty interesting when you die in this, but I'm going to let you figure that out if you haven't seen it yet. A lot of people found this game pretty hard. So one thing I definitely learned is that you're going to be way better at your own game than the other jam people are going to be. It's just a fact of life. Okay, turn that on. I think there's 3 of them, so we can probably move towards the being more liberal with our power usage. Nice. Okay, we'll let that guy go in there. Damn. Okay, we can recharge a little bit from that. Okay, get to 80. Nice, sweet. It's a really good place. Um, what I'm thinking we do? Well, I think we might just have to. No, I think we can speedrun over here. Turn on that. Yep, it's a great option. Let's turn on that. Nice. Get that guy. These guys. Okay, there's a guy up there. Let's go get him. Oh yeah, I think we would basically have this in the bag if we don't get hit. Oh, damn. That guy's close. If we just don't get hit, we've won this. Okay, now there's 5 of them, but it doesn't last super long when there's 5. So we've basically almost won. We can turn that off. Okay, scan here. Looks good. I should probably check down there more. Okay. We got hit, but we have enough to where we can, like, afford it. I think we can even be kind of wasteful with our power, even. Nice, and we won. So yeah, that's the trees are hollow. Sick game. Make sure to check out my other game, Ravenmocker. Um, it's my first game I made, Unreal Engine 4. I spent a lot longer on it. It's a cool first-person horror game. And then in the description, make sure to check out Merciless, the Merciless Discord, which is going to be a bullet heaven action deck building roguelike. It's going to be sick as hell. Okay.